Now, organizational leadership is a part of a larger whole. It's a part of social leadership. And social leadership has to do with people, has to do with relating to each other, has to do with respecting each person's presence and respecting your own limits. When respecting limits is not there, there comes a breakdown in social order. And this breakdown in social order is a problem of moral ethics. Each person's commitment to that social order, to the larger good, the commitment to the larger good is called moral leadership. Moral leadership is about a commitment. The commitment to keep the fabric of society together. Ethics is the fabric of society. Without ethics, society breaks down. Two types of ethics. One is peacetime ethics, other is wartime ethics. What is applicable in peacetime does not usually work in wartime. Moral ethics is the ability to balance peacetime and wartime ethics in such a way that one merges into the other without contradictions. Somewhere you do the right thing at the right time. Breakdown in ethics happens because there is a lot of incentive for doing the wrong thing. Breakdown in ethics also happens when there is a high degree of greed and fear. Action. Breakdown in society happens when there is a high degree of greed or fear. When greed and fear come in the picture, you find peacetime ethics gives way to wartime ethics. So we are constantly at war with each other. And these things happen in our own homes, where partners, so they fight it out. People who are close somewhere have lack of trust in each other, and we try to take advantage of another because lack of trust. Moral leadership is about building trust. It is about believing in yourself. It is about self-respect. It is taking responsibility for the social structure. I will not do anything to destabilize society. I will not do anything that breaks down society. Even when there is war, can I fight a war with principled ethics so that post-war we can rebuild the society again? Without ethics, so the breakdown continues and it becomes a self-sustaining cycle. The greater the fear, the greater the greed, the greater the war propaganda, the greater the war atmosphere, and again back to greater greed and greater fear. So this breakdown can be avoided when there is a sense of holistic vision. Society is not other than me. Society is me. We talk about different nations. Different nations are geographical entities. When we see the universe, when we see the whole world from a higher standpoint, the earth, the picture of the earth, the blue planet, when we see the blue planet, there are no borders. There's only a beautiful, whole, sustainable planet. It is we who create borders. And the borders come because of the sense of distrust, because of the sense of greed and fear. When these walls come down, there will be a society which values every member. There is a society which sustains each other. There is a society which is very fulfilling. There are times when our greed and our fear surface. That is the time when we require moral leadership to keep the perspective so that we don't run away with greed and fear. Somewhere we stay focused, somewhere we stay centered. There is something bigger than greed and fear. That something bigger is a sense of trust, the sense of faith, and the sense of believing in others. These are all spiritual beliefs. Trust yourself, believe in others, have faith in the universe. When spiritual beliefs are in the forefront, moral leadership becomes very obvious. So without spiritual beliefs, so moral leadership becomes a extinct species. Gandhi represents moral leadership. Non-violence is a value which he practiced, and he stuck to it even to his last days. Even when there is temptation for violence, he fasted against violence. So when his own people were fighting the British and becoming violent, he fasted to stop that violence and had the faith that we will still overcome. The belief that we will overcome is a beautiful aspect of moral leadership. It is all about abundance thinking. It is not about wartime ethics. Somewhere even war can be fought with peacetime ethics. I think that is the essence of moral leadership. Mohandas Gandhi, moral leadership.